As the host of Eat Street, our next guest has made a living of finding North America's best meals on wheels. Not a bad gig. Well, this season, James Cunningham has found 120 brand new, over-the-top vendors and food trucks, some of which are featured in the new companion cookbook. I've got one right here. I'm going to reach for it. Ta-da! Here it is. We'll get a nice shot. And the man, the legend, James Cunningham, joins us here in studio. The supermodel on the cover of the book with the hot dog.
Come on, Jill. You're just making me blush now. It's
there
crazy.
You are.
But yeah, that's me. That's me on the cover.
It's
I'm not gonna,
you.
And it's a bestseller.
Don't hold back.
It's a bestseller. I'm not already around 2 weeks of. And are you a big food trucker, Jill?
That's good news for you. You know, Calgary is a huge food truck community. So absolutely, there are so many options.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how you find the trucks that you're going to feature. How does it work? There's so many options.
Well, here's the thing. People don't realize we're a Canadian show. We do most of our shooting down in the U.S. simply because there are more American trucks to choose from.
Yep.
We're still a little bit behind in terms of what we call the food truck revolution here in Canada. But obviously, I mean, like, there's more challenges going on up here. You've got weather, you've got, you know, seasons, that kind of thing. So to have a food truck, you know, in Canada, let alone Calgary, it's a pretty challenging thing. But Calgary actually has some of the best in the country. We feature the Naco truck, the Mighty Skillet this year in season 4.
Yeah.
And in our book, we've got recipes from Fries and Dolls. We've got recipes from the Pierogi Boys.
Yes.
And from Ali Burger, who I'm actually going to be with tonight at the cookbook company Cooks. 6:30 signing books with Ali Burger. So if you want to come, Jill's coming. You gonna come, Jill?
Here it is. Dun, da, da. Tonight, you know, if it's not past my bedtime, then it's fair game. Absolutely.
Because I can get you some free food.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You can hook that up.
I'll hook it up.
You got the hookup. 6:30 to 9 tonight at the Cookbook Company. Thanks very much for the early plug. You definitely want to get people out there, and there are so many food truck fans. What are some of the most unusual things you've seen? I mean, I would say we're fairly mainstream here in Calgary. We've got the basics down pat. Have you seen really crazy stuff?
Crazy stuff. Because what happened is that, you know, back in 2008, what you had is a lot of really high-end chefs out of work, going, what do I do? Do I open a restaurant, or do I scrape a couple $1,000s together, lease a food truck, do my own thing, do food I've always wanted to do? So what you have is a lot of fusion going on. So you got a really, you know, a lot of high-end chefs that are taking North American comfort food, like, for example, like macaroni and cheese or chicken wings or you know, the hamburgers, and then smashing them together with like really ethnic kind of combinations, like, you know, like Korean short rib tacos or that kind of stuff. So you have all this really great food that you really never existed before now coming out of the windows of food trucks. So it's really exciting.
That sounds awesome. You must love your job.
I have the best job. Next to you, I have the best job in the world.
You have a great job. How about the people? There's food fanatics, right? Too.
Nut bars.
Yeah.
Total
so who have you encountered in your travels?
Because see, social media now is a huge part of the whole food truck thing. So where in the past, a food truck would park and you have to rely on pedestrian traffic to come and find you. Now social media, everyone's got your smartphone, so Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, Yelp. Now trucks, what they do is they build their fan base, and they can say, like, you know, we'll be at the corner of, you know, this street and this street, so, and they'll pull up and they'll have a lineup of 40 people already waiting for them. So social media has completely changed the whole game.
Built-in business.
Absolutely, yeah.
Built-in business.
And these guys are really passionate. These guys and gals that are out there doing food trucks, they're so passionate about what they want to do. I mean, the common denominator, how we find our trucks, is we find people that do something different and that really just love what they do and want to bring their food to the people. And that's why with our recipes, we found people would email us and they'd say, you know, hey, we're rewinding the show to try and make the dishes.
Right.
So we put the call out to some of our vendors, and we got 125 recipes for you in this book. It's all good stuff. I'd like to say there's not a bad one, but there's not a bad one in the whole book. It's great.
That's awesome. 125 of the finest food truck restaurants, trucks rather, not restaurants, from Eat Street. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Are in town again, the Cookbook Company tonight from 6:30 to 9, along with the Ali Burger crew. Sounds like a great event. And it's Friday. Why not go? I don't even need a bedtime. Hey.
You know what? Exactly. You're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah.
All right. So there you go.
Hanging.
Jill and I are going to be hanging, getting some free food.
All right.
You committed now.
I'm
going to hold you to it.
Uh-oh.